The year 2020 is one for rebirth, revival, a year for retooling, and a year for progress. I remember when I started writing plays in 1999, I did so based on necessity. I was thrust into doing it because I was part of a drama group which actually toured St. Kitts Nevis for Carifesta 7. And based on the way that I was treated, I decided I could do better by organizing my own group and treating my own members better than the way that I was treated by my director and the people who were in charge of the entourage, which taught St. Kitts. That is now a lesson learned. I started also being a master of ceremonies when I realized that at that point in time, probably a new set of ideas, a new voice was needed. And I started, Val Coffey started just around the same time with me, just about a year or two, because Val was manager of Stardom Tent and Val was leader of Stardom Tent and I was manager. So we kind of started together because we felt that there was need for a fresh set of voices. So that was, the thing which happened over 20 years ago when we started doing Master of Ceremonies. I observed Dame Eugenia. I didn't know when she started a party. That started long before me in 1968. But I have been observing the formation of political parties and how they came about and what they actually represent. And looking back at those years, even including the part of the Labour Party, which started in 1955, and I realized there's a particular sequence in terms of the formation of those groups and how they actually assumed authority or gained the admission and admiration of the people over time. So I'm saying all of these things to suggest to you that new times and new years and new era bring new ideas. And I believe this 2020 is a new era that's going to bring new ideas of prosperity, success, and of triumph. I'm now challenging those people who believe that they are challenged to step up, to do something different in their lives, to change their circumstances, and also that of our country to so do. Step up, grab that vision or the ambition that you now have and do something about it. 2020 is a nice rounded year. And I remember I wrote a play called 2020. That was about 8 years ago. This play has not been produced. Probably we might produce it in 2020. I also wrote a play called Maria. This play has not been produced. Probably we might produce it in 2020. I also wrote a play entitled Divided We Stand. I may also produce that play in 2020. You see, I had kind of lost the creative acumen to do work in my island because of what was taking place or what is still taking place. But you never know. 2020 might just be the year for breakthrough. It might be your year to shine, to progress, to grow. It might be Dominica's year. You never know. So let us make 2020 that kind of year. That year that is going to tell us, look, Dominica is still this bountiful, lovely, lush, great country of ours that deserves the best every time. And if we think that Dominica does not have the best, let us do something about it. If we think Dominica has the best, we can chill out and relax in paradise and do nothing. But I think any civic-minded, thinking Dominican would believe that even if Dominica has it good now, which many people do not think, we can always do better. So we should all be engaged, get into gear, and do something to change our realities and also to change the fortunes of this blessed nature isle called Dominica. 2020 is that year. Are you with me? Well, let's see what happens. But I believe you are. And that's my Sunday talk.